Hey y'all, Stretchmore back here again. I want to remind you all about challenges. I was having a discussion with someone yesterday, and we were talking about some work and whatnot. And one thing that I realized and one thing that I said, I was like, you know what? A challenge is good. Because this individual is saying, I'm gonna have to put up some extra work, put up some extra effort. And I thought about it. I was like, you know what, man? That's so interesting because I feel like now we do live in a time period and a point where we have to put in a lot more effort, or sometimes we may not have to put in that much effort at all. I think it honestly depends on the person, and it's also just situational in terms of the conditions of what's going on, right? Because you have certain professions and careers where a person can put in very minimal or very just small effort and accomplish so much monetarily, right? But then you have some people that are able to accomplish just as much monetarily or accomplish a lot more monetarily and gain true success through putting in a lot of work and effort, right? And what I really thought about is that usually these type of individuals that have to put in all that work, put in all that effort, they are typically some of the more successful individuals. A lot of people that have a lot of challenges, whether it's socially, emotionally, economically, physically, mentally, whatever it may be, whatever type of challenge it is, typically these type of individuals that are just faced with challenge after challenge after challenge after challenge, they're much more geared to understand the world, understand people, to be much more emotionally intelligent, to really learn how to engage themselves within different situations and problems that they face, right? And they understand better how to execute during a challenge, right? And this is something I've been discussing with even my brother, because me personally, throughout these past, I don't know, months at this point, I don't even know how to describe it, years for me. Like, I've just had challenge after challenge after challenge. And it's really allowed me to build my emotional intelligence around understanding how to handle myself, my capabilities, right? Even when I was going to therapy, it's one thing that I gained a lot of as well, is just gaining emotional intelligence through understanding more about my challenges and what they mean. So in other words, I'm saying all of this to remind you all that, look, don't be afraid of a challenge, because a challenge is always good. Even if you don't necessarily end up being successful within that challenge, the reality is that you automatically gain something, right? You're going to gain some type of information or some type of understanding about yourself, people, things, concepts, or simply the world itself. So don't be afraid of a challenge, because you're always bound to have some sort of benefit. You're bound to always take something away, even if it's extremely minute or if it's something that happens to be of great grandeur. At the end of the day, a challenge is always going to be great for you, because you're going to get something from it, right? And you're going to learn. And that's probably one of the most important things that you need to do in life, is constantly learn, because the moment that you stop learning is the moment that you start to decrease behaviorally and decrease just your success. I'm just going to say that. I know it sounds probably kind of vague, but it's honest truth. And I'm just telling you all from experience. Pivoting from not learning as much, or pivoting from learning a lot to not learning a lot, it's going to affect you. It's going to affect how you function mentally, your different capabilities. But I just wanted to say all that to say, look, a challenge is always good. A challenge is always good, excuse me. So don't be afraid of it. Sure, more back here again. See y'all later. Peace.